Where are we going, Kevin? Going to look at turtles, huh?
We're gonna go look at some of my protected turtle nests because I saw something. I've been checking on them a lot, and finally something's going on.
Kevin drives like a madman, so hopefully we get there.
Okay, see that board beyond it? Can you see that? Okay, go a little bit. It's like right
there.
Dead center. I don't know if you can zoom in.
That's about it.
Yeah, keep going.
You know, recently you told me that wood turtles get poached. Is that one of the reasons we're so secretive about our location?
They could get poached, but this is my big problem. Whenever I read about wood turtles and populations of wood turtles, it's always like, they're not talking about developments and roads. They're always like, talk about this black market and the pet traders. So I was reading this article, and it just came out a little while ago, and it's like, it sounded like the big hardship that wood turtles face, and the reason why they're all gone in this area is because of pet, keepers, hobbyists, and poaching. It's so ridiculous because that is not the big problem. The big problem is if you just go and develop where they live and you put roads. What?
Just stop being so angry. People want to see me happy.
No. But the problem is they're blaming the pet community. And what is interesting, I went and looked up the prices of baby wood turtles. Baby wood turtles retail $125, wholesaling for $85. If you were to buy a North American wood turtle, let's say you're in California where you can have them. Here we don't, in the Northeast where they're indigenous, we don't have, you don't keep them as pets per se. But we always have to, these authorities always have to blame some like black market or poaching because they're not actually protecting them like they could. So we're not talking about the habitat and all the condos and the malls and all the different things that are actually occurring, and we're always going to blame it on us, and I hate it.
Hold on, can we talk about, remember me and you were looking that up though, and you were bummed out to find out one of your buddies got freaking tagged?
Oh, absolutely. So that's a different thing. So he had a whole contact with overseas, and he was selling, this is somebody who used to be in the reptile industry, and he ended up selling red ear sliders for meat over in China. And then I think he got tied into, selling snapping turtles and soft shell turtles, but he got bagged. Rightfully so. I have
shocked. You were like, oh my God.
I could not believe that because I used to have so much, respect for this person. But, what's really hard to understand, guys, is I'm a huge reptile enthusiast just like you, but generally state agencies and federal agencies, they actually don't think that we're conservation based, that we actually don't care about wildlife, we don't care about their plight in the wild. And I'm so into what's going on in the wild and where they're at, that actually my hobby is actually helping timber rattlesnakes and wood turtles. And I've been fostering this population for 10 years. And one of the most important things is outreach. Okay, so watch yourself get out. So I've been working on this area for about 10 years. And I have somebody else that I got involved in this that helps me. He's local, but we modify the habitat and improve the habitat and all that, and take care of things and actually create nesting areas. So when I have an area where I see something nest, see that right there?
See it.
That actually is a turtle nest.
And that grading's on there to what, Kevin?
To protect them from, protect the nest from, chiefly, it's skunks. But it would be skunks, raccoons, possum, crow, raven, and any other weird thing that finds an opportunity to get a lot of protein and fat in the same little spot.
This is an active ATV trail.
This is an active ATV trail. All right, so one of the things you start, okay, see right here?
Yep.
See, I don't know if you see that.
What do you see?
I noticed this morning. See the little head?
Yeah, I'm seeing it. I
See it?
I see it barely.
Look at that! Oh my god! Dude, that's so... I've been waiting. It's 50...
What kind of turtles are these?
That's... Oh,
There it
look at-
comes.
Dude, that's a wood turtle.
How many do you think is gonna pop out of there?
I see nests 6 to 11. There you, dude, that's
champ.
like birth right there.
Now, real talk. Let's say you weren't out here immediately after they born. Would this great kill them because they couldn't get out? They'd break
Okay,
the sun?
so what you have to do is when you do this, you have to actually check on them. I noticed this morning, this is actually when they're first coming out, but I noticed the thing started caving in.
Right.
And that was like one of the first things I know. Dude, we just,
That's cool.
like, this isn't even like a setup. The fact that we just came here and that little head was sticking up is...
Are you gonna try to help these guys?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do what I do. I'll show you in a minute. So here's a nest that's basically been run over. You can see somewhere is a nest. So I have to look at my notes, but I have like dates, and the other one was laid on 6/6. That one was laid on 6/6. So and then after the animal nests, and I figured out so much about wood turtle nesting and what they need and what are the parameters, and they're so temperature specific, as well as soil moisture and nighttime temperatures when they're actually nesting, actually what enables them to nest, when do they nest, and I learned a ton. And wood turtles largely will nest in the evening, later in the afternoon to the evening, and they'll start doing all their test holes, and if they finally get a hole that they like and the temperature doesn't drop below 73 degrees while they're trying to nest, they might complete their nest. But if they start going to nest and they put their butt in there and they're doing all this stuff and the temperature drops down to like 71, 68, a lot of times they abandon those. And when I noticed, they'll go off into the bushes and leave and go and sleep. They'll tuck underneath the tree like a root area, and they'll just kind of burrow into the leaves. And then in the morning around 6:30, 7 o'clock, they come out and they will often successfully nest by 8:30 to 9:30. But what I don't notice is wood turtles coming out of an area or stream to a new area where they haven't done all their test holes, and then suddenly nest in the morning. I always see lots and lots of test holes. Sometimes the test holes might occur a week or two. They'll periodically go in there and do these things until everything is exactly right. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting.
There's another one coming up, so we got 2.
Okay.
You left your little scientific devices out here, huh?
88. Okay, so our soil temperature right now, I put it down. So generally, I notice the depth. I'll show you what the depth of one of these nests is. Yo,
Real money.
the depth of a nest is often about that deep.
You keep cash on you?
What? This is my lucky $100 bill. Maybe someday I'll be able to actually afford. Look.
Kevin so rich he has a lucky $100 bill in his pocket.
I'm gonna take this off, and I'll bring them down. They actually have a bit of a haul to get to where they actually would go into the water and stuff. This is a hot area. This is what's interesting, is this area runs hotter than a lot of the other areas I look at. So I'm looking at 88 degrees. I've seen this go up to 91 degrees, and that's down. So this gets really hot. So we have to count out the number of days. And what I'll do is I'll bring this down to the stream where they go, and then I'll put them in a secure area, and I want them to stay in there for a day or two. I think in my little pea brain, I think it helps them zero in on the area, and because it is a stream, they're gonna get carried away. So I kind of want to put them where they can kind of settle in. They still got all this yolk that I have to look to see what their umbilical is like. But so they don't necessarily probably need to eat immediately. But I've been monitoring these guys, and it's had a really good effect when I protect the nest. So this is actually area, see right here, I was telling you about a skunk predation. Yeah. See right here?
Right, what's that?
That's part of a shell. That's part of a shell. So if you actually have areas where you look where turtles are nesting, you can go to these areas and you look and you start finding this. These are all predated nests because generally when I find an actual successful nest, I don't find the shells strewn about. The shells will often be underneath. They have a long way to go before they get back to the water, and they're very vulnerable to predators and all that. And I basically want to remove the fear of nesting predation and then getting them to where they belong. And that's where I come in and I just try to optimize the performance. All right, so you can see I end up burying. All right. They've probably been under there for a couple days, and I think they sit there and they wait to absorb their yolk. Mm-hmm. But boy, they're gonna probably like that. This one's got a little kink on its tail. So they probably hatch, or the process of hatching is kind of probably a little slow, and they just, because I've hatched baby turtles, and generally I see a bit of yolk, like right here, and then, so I think they're very vulnerable.
Mm-hmm. Show me that yolk.
Yeah, so that's their umbilicus, that'd be their belly button, and that's where they would stay secured. So, what the turtle does, okay, so I watched this turtle nesting. So this animal was aimed out towards me, and what they do is their back legs, they kind of scoop out. So her head is here, and what she's doing is she carves out a cavity forward. So she might jam her butt here, but the hole is actually under her belly. And what they'll do, they can tell, I think they're telling the temperature of the ground. So as I watch them nesting, she'll dig her test hole or whatever, and she'll turn around and she'll inspect it. She's putting her face in there. And I think what's happening is these little bones of some animal. Little rodent, she'll put her face in there and she can check the temperature of the ground because she wants to get optimal temperatures for these guys to hatch. Oh yeah, so okay, so I come to a soft spot. And so this is a fail. It might even be infertile. So what I'm doing is I'd feel to see if I can feel like a little baby turtle in there, and I don't, it's all soft. I have, so what I would do, yeah. Oh, look at that. I'd probably say it. See the color of that fluid? This guy died. Yeah. That's dead. All right. Yeah. He stopped forming. Yeah, you don't really know. Like today's not so bad. Yesterday was frying. I didn't see anything going on yesterday morning, and this has probably been dead for. We've been having a lot of hot days, so I just think it probably gets too hot here, and that's probably likely what the problem is. And we're still lucky. So it would have been maybe 8 babies, and we're gonna end up with 4 live ones that we're gonna put in the stream. I would figure these guys, that's hot. Like if I put my hand here, you know, that's damn, that's warm. All right, so the good thing about this, so what I used to do is I used to put spikes spikes down, but I learned that if I use this heavy duty hardware cloth and I make it bigger, because the nest is essentially in the center, I can get away with this, and then I just cover it. And I was putting rocks and doing that. But what I was doing is I think I was almost making it a little too obvious. So see right here, Donnie? That's a test hole. These are all test holes that turtles a while ago were trying to do, but it's, look at the moisture. People, this is like such a big deal. So anybody, if you guys are gonna incubate a tortoise egg or your pet turtles, what you want to do with turtle eggs to be successful in hatching them, they do really well deep under substrate. So I'm talking like 4 inches. So a larger vessel of material, you know, big bin just to incubate like 6 eggs, and you want to have it buried, and then you create a little area where they come up. So if I hatch redfoot tortoises, so if you hatch your redfoot tortoises on the surface and the moisture level is going up and down, you can actually kill that embryo. So tortoises and turtles, put those eggs down deep, just like this. I mean, you're just basically, oh, there you go, right there. I knew it. See, this is...
That's alive. Right?
It's alive. So these animals are waiting. They have to be, because this is like a week earlier. Oh, yeah, there, all right. For a second, I thought I was seeing things. So panda turtles often, I think like 6 eggs. It's real typical. Yeah, I think they stay underground for a while. I don't even know how they're even breathing.
Good call.
So look at this, cleaning out their eyes. Hello. Yes, my tour's there?
Yeah, she's here.
I'll be back in a few minutes. We're just finishing up. That's Jay Muller.
Oh yeah.
Jay Muller's here.
Yeah, she's probably gonna be upset.
No, I think she's being taken. Hold on. All 4 of the eggs. Oh my God.
One more?
Oh, all right. Okay. I literally thought that it got out. Like it.
Yeah. That's good.
All right. Okay. That's good. I want to do some. Oh, look at that. I'm so cute. So you guys are having a good day.
What are you doing? Yeah, we're live.
Oh, we're recording. Okay, sorry. How's it going, guys? Rob from England Reptile here. We are going to be pulling some Dwarf Cayman eggs 2021. This mama laid her eggs actually out in the middle of the room right here, which is crazy because the last 8 years she's actually laid them inside that cage. So I came in one day and I saw a little mound of dirt in the middle of the room, and I was like, hey, it kind of looks like she laid her eggs. She looks like she's a little bit skinny now. And then she's just been slowly building and building. She hates me. She knows that I'm the one that pulls her eggs. So you can see she's being a good mom right now. She's defending her nest. She's making sure that I don't come too close to it. So this is our female Dwarf Cayman, Jasmine, and she's being a good mom, protecting her eggs that are up underneath there. But what we're gonna do is we are gonna pull her out of here so that we can do this safely, and then we're gonna pull those eggs.
So the eggs are in here?
Yep, in the middle of that.
This is,
Oh,
it's
okay.
gonna get you right in the D, dude.
I know, it's not good.
Come on, get back on top of that.
Look, if I start touching the nest,
Oh.
she's like,
Oh, you're just teasing her now.
I know. Come on over here. She's like,
So if you guys want to breed your own Dwarf Cayman, you can just do this in your living room if you have enough mulch.
yeah, you just need a lot of mulch.
That's all you need. And we're here with Jay Muller, who's gonna be, what are you gonna be doing? You're gonna be,
I'm gonna be pulling the eggs at Rob.
oh, good. 2 hours later after excavating all this mulch, where are
2
we?
hours later.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
All right, so Jay Muller's got, what is that, vermiculite? What is that?
That's perlite
Perlite.
right there. It's mixed with water gel crystals. So here we go.
So what's the danger in just leaving them in there until they hatch?
We can't really control, I mean, we do control the temperature in this room and the humidity and everything, but we can't control it well enough to know exactly where it's at. So we go in here and dig out these eggs so that we can put them in an incubator where we know the exact temperature, the exact humidity, we can monitor them. If anything starts to go wrong with them, then we'll know right away, as opposed to in here just hoping and wishing that the eggs hatch out good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start pulling them. So I'm gonna hand them to you, and you're gonna put them right in there. So you want to just like that, right in there. Perfect. There we go, 15 eggs. It's gonna be about 3 months until those hatch out. So check back, we're in what, July right now, the end of July. So August, September, October, right around Halloween, these should be hatching out.
It's a long time.
I know.
It's a
It's
long-
not as long as water monitors though. Water monitors get 6 months. So the water monitor eggs that are being laid right now won't hatch until 2022. And then maybe we'll have to have Jamie come back when they're hatching, so she can
Oh
see them hatching.
God, twice. You're gonna come back again?
I'm coming back in November.
I know. I'm glad you keep coming. This Jay Miller's an asset. An asset. She was nice, lovely comment.
She had the super fan experience. You get to pull Cayman eggs.
Yeah.
Even I've only got to do that 3 times.
I gotta turn my camera on, dude. You didn't turn your camera on!